Jace, you're still undefeated as a Socceroos player. How have you and all the boys pulled up after last night?
Yeah, it was a tough game. Saudi, they came here to really work us, and yeah, I had to do a lot of running, a lot of chasing. Yeah, I had to work hard last night. So yeah, boys are a bit tired today, but I'm sure everyone will be fine for Bahrain.
I mean, as you get a night's sleep on it, you're freaking back. Is there a feeling like that was one that got away? The amount of chances you had, one of them falls, it's very different.
Yeah, a little bit. I think you can look at the game in a few ways. I think you have to give credit to Saudi, especially in the first half. They had us. I think it was difficult for us to get a hold of the game and to try and play. I think the second half was a lot better. We were able to get a bit more control, and yeah, I mean overall the whole game we had some clear chances in the first half and then in the second as well. So it's a bit frustrating because I think if you put one of those away, the game can change a lot. But I mean, yeah, you have to take the point and yeah, move on to Bahrain.
Do you remember waking up this morning and seeing that China beat Bahrain? Nice little surprise, I guess, for the boys. It's helpful.
Yeah, this group's really tight. You know, behind Japan, all these teams. There's four of us, I think, now on 6 and 5 points. So yeah, very tight, and yeah, China did us a bit of a favour, but. I still think we have to focus on just winning our games, and you know the rest of the group can sort of worry about itself.
The Bahrain game in September, obviously before you were brought into the national team. Do you remember watching it? And just I suppose at that time you wouldn't have thought the Socceroos was anywhere near your radar, I guess.
Yeah, not even remotely, to be honest. But yeah, I remember watching that game, and yeah, it seemed like a frustrating night for the guys. And then yeah, they get sort of just a lucky deflection winner in the end. It's pretty hard to take, I think. So yeah, I think there's us as a group. Yeah, we owe them a performance, I think, and yeah, looking to go over there and win.
Were you watching that game and I guess previous games, even though playing for the national team, as you said, wasn't on your radar? But did you have that feeling sometimes where it's like, I've got something to give here potentially if I had an opportunity?
Yeah, I've always believed in my abilities. Yeah, just I guess in those times the feeling sort of wasn't completely there that I might be able to contribute, but I've always felt like I've had something to give for the national team, and I mean I've always followed the national team regardless of not being involved. So yeah, I watched those games, that game and the Indonesia game. I was watching both those games.
Jace, you obviously weren't involved before I convinced you with the Bahrain game. What have you noticed about the vibe coming in under Tony, the work rate at club level? What seems to be working really well that gives you confidence you can get that automatic qualification?
Yeah, I think he's come in and instilled a lot of structure, I think, firstly, but then also just letting everyone know the importance of playing for your country, how special it is. And guys are fighting for positions all over the park. There's no one's really guaranteed a spot in a camp, let alone a starting position. So that competition for spots has really galvanised, I think, the group, and it's lifted the level, I think, of training, the intensity of training, and you have to really earn a position in this team. And I think that's not only for the guys here, but guys outside the league. I think who are performing really have a feeling that if they keep that consistently, they can be involved as well. And I think that's really good for Australian football in general.
Seems like a real chance. Bahrain once again sort of sit deep, try and frustrate you guys. Sort of leading from the back as you do. How do you keep things calm, focus, not get frustrated if they're wasting time, etc.?
Yeah, I think that's the number one thing, is not getting frustrated and sticking to what we're trying to do, and not letting the referee or tactics from them affect how we apply ourselves in the game, because that can happen in these games in these Asian countries especially. So it'll be a different game to Saudi for sure, but I mean we have to adapt and go over there and just stick to what we're trying to do, and the results should come, I think.
Jason, just on the opportunities, the goals at the moment, I think 4 goals from 5 matches. I mean, it's a tricky one, I suppose. You don't have the button to press to just put it in the back of the net, but is it more opportunities the team needs in front of goal, or is it just taking those opportunities? Can you tell us what you feel it's like around that?
I think it's just taking them. I think we have the quality. I believe in our attacking players. And last night I guess it just sort of didn't fall for us. But I think the good thing is we're creating them, whether by our creation or whether we created 2 really good opportunities off our press last night, which is another really positive thing, that guys are working hard to shut down opposition. We're creating clear-cut chances off that, so creating chances in different ways, but yeah, there's sometimes games happen like last night where it just doesn't fall for you. So I think last night easily could have scored 1 or 2, and today's a different headline for the game. So I believe in our strikers, and I'm sure they're going to start scoring goals soon.
How do you feel you've settled into international football yourself, Jason?
Yeah, I feel really comfortable. The guys have been really accommodating and really welcoming, and it helps that I've known most of the group as well, whether through club football or youth international football. I sort of have a relationship with a lot of the guys already, so it's been really good. Obviously a long time out, so I guess it's more personally just sort of believing things are happening again for me was probably the biggest thing I had to adapt to and sort of get my feet back on the ground, but it's been really good so far.
But Jace, you've now started back-to-back games against 2 of Asia's best teams, and neither of them actually scored on you. It's an own goal against Japan, and you've been doing so next to Premier League defender and a bloke that started in the Premier League, and you haven't looked out of place next to them. Are you mindful of maybe the opportunities that might arise because of your performance on the international stage? I mean, January's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that sort of is in the back of, any player's minds. Opportunities can come from these games. I'm well aware of that. And getting to play with Harry and Cam especially. Cam had just come off playing against Tottenham, and Harry's doing really good things in the Championship. I'm really gaining a lot from them, playing beside them, learning things off them. Even though they're younger than me, I'm learning a lot off them. I guess I'm just sort of taking everything in my stride, and if those opportunities come, they come. But I guess the focus for me is the national team and Melbourne Victory, obviously, and the rest should sort of just take care of itself.
Jason, has much changed for you personally? Getting recognised?
No. No, I'm chilling, man. I'm pretty low key, and I can get through Melbourne very easily. So nothing.
Tell us a bit about your age,
Sorry?
How'd you end up wearing number 8 as a defender?
As the kit man Dom, he just gave me number 8, and simple as that.
Tell us a bit about your relationship with the coach. I guess was it backing you in and giving you consistent games there?
Club level, we had 3 years together here at Melbourne Victory, and he's brought me in to the national team. I have a good relationship with him, and I guess understanding how he works is sort of helped me ease into what he wants for the national team as well. It's been a pleasure to play with him again, and I have a really good feeling that he's the person that's going to, take us back as a national team to where we need to be.
Is it special doing it here at Melbourne? You've sort of made your career, rebuilt your career so many times, kind of backed out here for that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, going from playing here on the weekend to playing here in national team colours 5 days later is pretty special. I've spent majority of my career here, and to have family and friends here as well, amongst a sold out stadium, it's incredibly special, and a night that's going to hold really high in my memories for a long time.